Good job, man.
Thank you.
Opening comments.
Yeah, opening comments, fantastic first half. We had guys step up. Nate had two great goals. Alex Canonis had the third, and then the second half, Kalijah buried the fourth one that sealed the game. And it was intense. They used a lot of guys. They were good, dangerous, and I thought overall we did a good job in the game to put together 90 minutes on senior day for three guys that honestly have done a lot and have been through a lot. So it was really good for Nate and Q to get on the board. Trey unfortunately hurt his knee, and that was a moment that was really tough for everybody, especially him. But we did push forward, and at the half we talked about finishing the game and taking care of business and knowing that they were going to inject a couple players in the game. So we knew the second half would be tough against the wind, but fantastic job from him, not just his play, but his leadership and Trey and Q stepping up for the last few months here.
You talk about Trey's injury. Obviously, for both of you guys, how important was it to almost compartmentalize it? You know, you never want to see someone get injured in that manner, but to be able to push it aside, for lack of a better term, and come out and get a positive result. What does that say about, the perseverance of this group and as this team as a whole?
I'll go ahead, but before the game, I talked to the group and I said, if things go well, we keep doing the right things, and if things go poorly, we keep doing the right things. So, Trey getting hurt was obviously a challenging event. It was emotional for guys like me and Q who are close with him and have been through a lot with him. So it was definitely challenging. The next 5-10 minutes of the game, it was tough for me to get into the game. But, we kept, we kept doing the right things. And we got that win. We got that win for him. And I think it showed a lot of maturity from the group and how tight we are and how much we care about each other, how we're willing to work for each other and get that win. And hopefully, not just for the rest of the year, but for the continuation of the program, that we just keep doing the right things because, we're going to have ups and downs, just like we did in the 90 minutes. We're up 2 goals, they get a PK, and then, back and forth. And then, the program's obviously going to go through up and down. So we got to have that continuation of just sticking to our basics and doing the right things.
I mean, certain players have games that they don't forget, right? Is this one for you? 2 goals, an assist, and a win on senior day?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the stats are what make it an unforgettable game. I've scored goals before. I played since I was 6 years old, so some of the games I remember most are the ones that have the most meaning behind it. The fans here was some of the best I've had since I've been here in my 4 years, and the energy in the game was so high level, and the way the guys stuck together was so unique, and those are the things I think that make it an unforgettable night, to see the guys work together for you. And to give back to you, a guy like me on senior night. So that was what made it special. And I'm just fortunate to get the goals.
This team had a response every time they got down to a goal. Like you had a 2-goal lead. Like you said, they get the PK to cut it to a goal. You have a response. They get a pretty nice goal in the second half. You come back and have a response. How important were those 2 responses to get that 2-goal lead back?
No, I will say that that's tricky because the momentum never quite got going in their favor, and we did a good job of just continuing to play. And, I mean, look, the conversation we had at halftime was not, even though we were up 3-1, it was more about we have more work to do, and it's going to be difficult. Wind, it's going to be, I put on the board, it's going to be a wild, windy soccer game, and it's not going to be easy. Like, we have to, wrap our heads around it, because I didn't think our performance was great. We had great moments, three really good moments with the goal. So the scoreline was, we were happy about that, A+, but everything else we wanted to do more and win more balls and connect more passes. And it was hard with the wind. And these guys, and Nate said it just a minute ago, but where these guys are from August 18th, from a year ago, they are, I mean, if you saw when Trey got hurt, we had 7-8 guys run out to the field to try to help him come off the field. And, that moment I looked at like, you know what, these guys do really care for each other. And when you have that going, and you have guys like Nate, Kalijah stepped up, Alex Canonis is back from injury and playing, and they're setting a good example, good things will happen. And towards the end of the game, it got very, very chippy, and I think it'd been a while since we had been in a lead where another team was so frustrated that it started to get, there was lash outs and tough, hard challenges, and these guys stuck together in those moments, and we don't want to see that, but there's a lot of moments in the game that were not involved in the ball that really were very positive. I'm going like, you know what, these guys are leaving this in a better position, and we had a great mentality to keep playing and get that fourth goal. I mean, the third goal and the fourth goal was very, very important for us. And then to close out the game, it was a challenge, but we got through it. We went through it the other day in training. We said 5 minutes up, a goal. Let's see how we handle it. We didn't incorporate all the other stuff, but just kind of managing and taking our time, and these guys did a good job of it.
Any final comments about what the senior class means to you and to this program?
No, I would say for these guys, the road that we've had together is very unique in college athletics, and we always put our energy into trying to improve ourselves and growing on the field, off the field. And we didn't really, we made a, no whining, no complaining. We're going to take some knocks in the chin, and we're going to keep going. And we knew what last year was going to be like. We had a forecast of this year, and we have a long-term vision. And for Nate and Trey and Alex, I'm so happy that they're able to celebrate today, even though we have a game tomorrow. But they're able to look at it and go, that was our body of work is starting to come together, and we want these guys we want the program in good hands after, and they're leaving it for some of the guys that are returning.
Yeah, and I'll just say, special thanks to Q and Trey. They're the only two guys that have stuck with me since my freshman year as far as players goes, and Coach has been by my side, so I can't thank him enough for what he's done and for him sticking around through everything. And Q has been through a lot. He's been through a lot of crazy injuries, but he's always fit, he's always here, he's always working hard, and he's had a huge impact on the field. His performance never wavers, right? And he's gone through some crazy injuries, right, over the course of the years, on top of, all the other challenges we went through. And Trey has grown unbelievably. I've seen him from freshman year to senior year, and he's a great leader. And unfortunately, he got injured today, but fortunately, he's able to use his leadership traits now. I know he's not going to be on the field, but his leadership on the bench and at practice and with the group for the remainder of the season is going to be huge. And before, I don't know if I could say the same about him, but he's made great strides, and I just wish nothing but a speedy recovery for him. That's it. Just really grateful to have those guys with me. Couldn't have done it without them.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Thank you.